Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's a Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video. Today's video, we are returning once again with last video's team. 158 ELO gained in a day. Yeah, that's definitely a perfect reason to use the team again. Unfortunately, did not match the insane gain from the last video, but still a nice gain. 101 ELO away from Legend. And, we're going to have a bit of a rough start with this team. That's how it goes. I could have stayed in, and we have an Iron Head and a Crozma to deal with, which is annoying. We do take a shield off them. No, it was not a great matchup for Zygarde. Tapu Bulu definitely not ideal for... terrible for Duskmane and Crozma. We do have a Xerneas, which is fine. Totally fine to deal with. And, you're about to see a bit of a surprise move, but also, it makes sense. Considering they really do not want to get walled by the Ho-Oh, and they do have Necrozma. I'm going to have back-to-back moves. And I'm going to make a fatal mistake in this battle. I should just throw the move, take the KO, have Tapu Bulu for Zygarde. But I take a Bold Seed, lose Charge Drive priority. And, I would have survived a crunch without taking that last close combat. Well played on my opponent, playing to the win condition. And we got to play till the end. And I totally threw that game. Should have just on back-to-back moves. I take the KO easy. Next opponent into a period lead. We respect the Rockbreaker potential for Rockbreaker full send. And we get a shield. Do we get a shield back? Wait, no, we did get a shield back, and then we get some big damage. They're down in red. They can KO us, which they do. We're going to bring in the Bulu. They do have another Rockbreaker. Not really ideal for us to be taking it, but we do. And we are met with the Melmetal. Oh no, this is bad. That makes a pretty good pairing for being super, super weak to water in the lead. Let's see what door number 3 is going to have. Supreme Arena. Do kind of really need Zacian for the Melmetal. Oh, I do land the move, but I'm in a tricky situation. If I had close combat, I actually may have been able to win. If I tackled and then caught a move, actually maybe the switch clock was not up yet, but instead, they just got too much energy on the Melmetal, and we did not have close combat. Able to take the last shield, but just not ready to clean up. Now we have a nice lead into Zacian. Can still be a little bit of an awkward matchup. We do take a shield. We get the attack drop. Going to preserve the health a bit from Flower Charge. We do have to shield one to get both moves out. And I'm going to throw this straight away. Take the shield or last shield or KO. Take the KO. That's beautiful. And now we are going to have the alignment we need. Zacian into Origin Dialga. And Bulu into the Kyogre. And they were kind of toast. Next opponent. Shiny Rhyperior. Pretty good for them. I do have some pretty decent play into Rhyperior leads. We respect the Rockbreaker full send, and that's why I shield. Sometimes they breaking swipe and get my shield, but I'm still able to get to 2 moves before. I do usually get to 2 moves before they throw a second. And we're going to be getting hit with a Rockbreaker. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Trusting in the Zacian to do most of the work. We have 2 Nature's Madness. This is real good. We don't take the KO after landing both, but getting the Dialga down is very needed, and we can barely save the Tapu Bulu to get rid of the debuffs. We don't debuff ourselves yet. Go for the play rough. Gonna overfarm some energy. Although maybe I needed to go for the back-to-back ball charges. I definitely should have thrown that move. And Kyogre is going to be ready to clean me up. Oof. I'm not entirely sure if I could take KO with them. KO them. But I'm 1-3. This is not looking good. We're up against a Hundo Shadow. Best Buddy boosted Ho-Oh. We get the attack drop. We force them to swap into Dialga. We're able to get to a Sacred Fire, which is huge. We do either need Zacian with Wild Charges charged up or Ho-Oh to kind of deal with their own Ho-Oh. It is kind of nice as a Shadow. We can no-shield a Iron Head and survive. We're not going to take the KO. To shield or not to shield? I do not shield. I trust in the Ho-Oh to get their Ho-Oh to come in. And it worked. Definitely a bit risky play. They go for the Brave Bird and dip. I'm going to go for another shield. Because Energy Dry, Shadow Ho-Oh, I mean, it can be a little problematic to deal with, but they let me farm them down. And here, I threw the Sacred Fire instantly. Well, after I saw what it was. And I was able to get to the second one before they get to a move. Because they win charge act priority. But man, my Ho-Oh shielding it up was so crucial. We have a terrible lead. Okay, it happens. Melmetal swap to our Zacian safe swap. Definitely annoying to deal with. We go for the Wild Charge. We have 2 Wild Charges. We can take a shield. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not going to commit any shields to Zacian. I got some good damage. And here comes Ho-Oh. We get 2 Incinerates through. They do land a move. It's only Superpower. Let's go. Oh, double Iron Bash. Double Iron Bash. Superpower. Beautiful. So happy I did not shield. And kaboom. Origin Palkia gets nuked. And now we have 2 shields apiece. For Tapu Bulu, the debuffing monster, defense dropping monster, into Landorus, the attack dropping monster, we shield the Stone Edge because they need that damage. They can go for the debuffs, but they really need the Stone Edges to land. And if we no-shielded that Stone Edge, that would have been terrible. They swap into Origin Palkia. They do get to move before we get to Waybird, but they have been pretty damaged. We have no shields actually. We need to get the Bola Seed down. They do get to one more move. Do we have what it takes? Can we throw 2 moves in time? We take the shield, and then we take the KO. Let's go. Goodbye, Landorus. Origin Palkia lead gets wrecked. This team, you gotta know what to do to win bad leads. We actually have a perfect Mewtwo. We are going up against a little awkward. We can survive a move. We have to throw straight away. But actually, they win charge attack priority. They had back-to-back moves. Yeah, I guess that does, yeah. And at this point, I actually do just sacrifice the Ho-Oh. I did get the attack drop, but we definitely wanted to save shield. I should have thrown the Brave Bird after the one more Incinerate to take the KO or a shield. It's a Thunder. Origin Dialga. Interesting. So they do not have Iron Head, I assume? Or maybe they were going for more damage. Interesting. And they're going to have Yveltal. Let's go. The non-Bacon Bird. Bacon Bird, kind of. Yveltal. Able to force them to use their last shield. We get to a second move. And let's see. Oh, they're just going to concede. They did not trust in the mighty Yveltal. Let's go. I guess they may have somehow been shy of another move. Or they were like, I'm going to get just taken down by the Zacian. Beautiful. I'll take it. They launch for Sacred Fire. And get attack drop with their Sacred Fire. Gonna go for the Brave Bird. They actually go for another Incinerate. Do not go for Charge Act priority. Actually do commit a shield, I think. Because I can get to one more move. So I take the last shield or KO. Either is beautiful. It is kind of a little more awkward with this scenario. But getting rid of the last shield is actually fantastic. Actually go for the play rough. I don't want to debuff myself. And I do not expect a fairy the steel type to come in. And we're going to land the play rough into the Xerneas. And actually, we are about to survive like 2 HP in a dream. Tapu Bulu comes in. We lose Charge Track priority to the Xerneas, but we do survive. And we need something that we can absolutely nuke with the Bulu, that we can get to the move in time. Ooh, Zacian. This is awkward. I should have not thrown on Charge Act priority and lost. Should have overfarmed against the Xerneas. Could have probably won with that way. Oh well, it happens. I probably, just needed a bit of energy. May have been able to, because with Snarl, it's 4 Snarls. Yeah, I needed to get some extra energy. Unfortunate. Oh well. We shield the Dog Pulse from the Necrozma, unfortunately. Wild Charge is going to land. Are we going to land a second one? We are not. Well, we do into a shield. But we do not do the damage of the Wild Charge. We actually swap into Ho-Oh. Makes big mistake. Big mistake. Because they're going to swap. And if we had just let the Zacian go down, I mean, may have been able to, well, we could have swapped into Tapu Bulu to counter the Palkia. If they did swap into Palkia. Definitely was a big mistake. But I do not expect them to swap. They do Spatial Rend. There is actually some play, I guess, in this team at this point. Sandsear Storm, I don't know. Nature's Madness is going to get the debuff. We're going to shield the Stone Edge. Beautiful. I do kind of really need to make a perfectly timed catch. We take the KO, though. Oh, my gosh. And I just totally fumbled. Any hope I had of winning the battle at that point. And I get Sunstone Strike kaboomed. Okay, next opponent. You're going to have a Rhyperior lead. Okay, this is fine. Any guesses on what I'm going to be doing in this battle? Maybe I'm going to go for a Sacred Fire. After I shield up a potential Rock Wrecker, they Breaking Swipe, get the attack drop. Okay, that's actually worst case scenario. How fun. Let's see. Can I win a worst case scenario in the battle? But actually, they go for a move in time. They do not let me get to 2 moves. This is the worst case scenario. We do take the KO. I mean, that's important, but awkward scenario for us, being down a shield. We do take a shield with Primarina. Then we do pivot into Zacian, and it's double water in their back. We're going to go for the Wild Charge, and Wild Charge kabooms. I do not shield the Zacian, I think. Yeah, I do not. I trust in the Bulu. Do I have enough HP? Or no, I get charmed down. That's bad. I did actually need the Zacian. Should have shielded it. Okay, that was the worst case scenario. I mean, yeah. Charm Premium, I mean, it's very strong, especially into Bulu, considering the matchup you'd think it would have. Now we have a much better matchup for us in Charm Premium. With that attack drop, we do hang on from the Hydro Cannon, and we get a nice Incinerate farm down. We wait to see what comes in before we throw another Incinerate. We could have thrown the Incinerate, then the Sacred Fire, but very nice situation for us this way. We can commit our shields to Bulu. We shield the Rock Wrecker, very nice. I should throw the Grass Knot for the KO, but because I can get more energy with a Bullet Seed farm down, set ourselves up to absolutely destroy that Dialga because they have no way to one-shot us, and with the debuffs, we should be able to one-shot with Play Rough. And they're going to be shielding. They do not take to... Oh no, they do not take to Nature's Madness. That's a problem, actually. That's a big problem. You know, if I had close combat, I could just charge it back-to-back close combats. But I don't know if they get to Iron Head in time. But I do hang on. Let's go. Honestly, I'm not sure if Wild Charge is enough from this range. And if it was not, then they would win. I think. Maybe. We're doing close. We get a fine lead into Zacian. And they are going to go for the Wild Charge as expected. No debuff this time, so that's a lot of damage. We go and play differently with the double Brave Birds. But they do get to a second move, so they do still take a shield. Actually, no, we no shield. We take the shield advantage, bring in our own Zacian. Was the risk of just letting the Howl go down worth it? Maybe, maybe not. Stay tuned. Let me know if you are enjoying the Master League battles, the push for Legend. Definitely a bit of a different journey this season than last season. Especially different than the season before. A hugely different meta in Master League. But 2 seasons ago, I was successful. This season, they bring in Zacian. We do not take the KO, and that is actually fantastic. Getting a Bullet Seed down with only taking a tackle, fantastic. They bring in Yveltal. I think I can get to the next Nature's Madness in time. And I do. Just barely. Goodbye, Yveltal. Let's go. They're in range of the Nature's Madness without the defense drops. They knew they wouldn't charge out priority. I just need to get to Play Rough, but wait. Look at this damage. I get taken out. No, I think actually they were in range of Wild Charge. But my opponent did throw the Iron Head before Wild Charge. We get met with a Origin Palkia lead once again. This time they save swap Landorus. I think, if I recall correctly, I've seen this team with Dustming Necrozma as door number 3. But it was Landorus door number 3 when they had the Necrozma save swap. I'm not entirely sure if I made the read of being ready to play that team with the Necrozma as door number 3. We'll see. They actually, I did play totally correctly. My opponent fell for the trap, bringing in Ho-Oh for my Ho-Oh. When I have a Tapu Bulu which does not want to see the Ho-Oh, they aligned exactly what I wanted to see in this team. And it does make sense they save swap Landorus. We take the KO, and we're just going to have 2 shields for Tapu Bulu. And I mean, we could just Bullet Seed down that Landorus and then Nature's Madness spam down the Palkia. We absolutely destroy the Necrozma lead, so they pivot into Origin Palkia. It's the strongest Origin Palkia they can get. We could have taken a free Bullet Seed, which is annoying, but it's fine. We're just going to Bullet Seed down. Have almost 2 moves. We're in a really good spot, though. I mean, they're going to be able to take the Nature's Madness quite well. Get some good energy, which they're going to need for later in this battle. And let's see what could be behind or number 3. It's a Kyogre, which is actually a little awkward. But we got some good energy on Ho, and I think I was good timing for the Zacian to throw the play rough. We do shield once. And we're actually going to shield up twice. And you're about to see what play my opponent makes. We go for one tackle, but then they bring in Necrozma. But Necrozma actually does go down. We're going to go straight for the next ball charge. But we are just going to be one Incinerate off the Brave Bird. They have no shields anymore. So kaboom, goodbye, Kyogre. Get wrecked by the Phoenix. A Firebird. Terrible lead once again into Origin Palkia. It's the best Origin Palkia you can get. I was kind of being like, oh my gosh, wait, this has to be Ho in the back, right? But they actually shield. I mean, smart to shield the first play rough before I'm debuffed. I do throw the next move. And it is a Stone Edge, so they do secure the KO. Now, am I going to absolutely fumble this matchup? Maybe, maybe not. I do shield a Sandstorm, unfortunately. I go for the Brave Bird. I mean, they're doing so little fast attack damage. And I do need some energy. And I do think I have to trust in the Bulu to clean up. And unfortunately, no Kyogre. Melmetal is it's a Shundo Melmetal. That's a very cool flex. Definitely a well-built team. Not what I wanted to see. Blue lead, I mean, I guess I'm not too scared about Blue in the lead. The Blind Bash takes me out, and yeah, I'm just not going to be able to deal with a shielded Origin Palkia with a no shielded Ho-Oh. Not even Shadow Ho-Oh can do the damage needed. My opponent swaps into Shadow Hyperior after having Origin Dialga into Ho-Oh. We go for the Grass Knot to one-hit KO, and we kaboom. Oh, no, we don't kaboom. We do double shield. Rock Record would do way too much damage. We do overfarm a bit. At this point, we actually should KO with Nature's Madness. We do. And now we're going to go for the next Nature's Madness. We have the team revealed. Zacian is fine into Origin Dialga, and Ho-Oh is a amazing matchup into Xerneas, especially with the defense drop. They bring in Dialga, which is fantastic, and I make an actually pretty good play. I'm like, they're going to have to shield the potential Sacred Fire, and I am in a little sticky situation. Going to force energy out of Dialga. My energy goes to waste. But they're not going to be able to KO me, land a Iron Head into me. And I'm going to trust Ho-Oh to get to the Brave Bird. And Brave Bird says a goodbye. I think I did need to... Maybe I could have gotten to that Brave Bird if I did throw the Sacred Fire into Dialga. But I'm just going to accept, take the thought that, I made the right play of throwing the Brave Bird, which is actually a bait into Origin Dialga, kind of. Grass Knot is gonna one-hit KO the Viperia. They have Charm Premium. I mean, it's not a terrible matchup into Tapu Bulu, especially when they have shield advantage. We did expect them to shield. We're gonna leave with the move, thinking maybe we need it. And reading correctly, Water type, I was kind of hoping for Origin Palkia, but this is a pretty good thing to see. Now, I actually do bring in Zacian. I do shield. I need to preserve the Zacian. Maybe I could have tackled down but I do just take the play rough. Actually, waste that energy, but taking that energy, that surf was amazing and definitely a win condition. Because Wild Charge, goodbye to Primina and goodbye. Kyogre, they, even with the debuff I had, they were not going to do the damage they needed. Beautiful lead into an Amber's, and getting met with a Ho-Oh is amazing. Knowing we have a Ho-Oh to deal with, fantastic. I mean, this isn't a great counter to Ho-Oh, but it's what we do. And we don't want to debuff ourselves, so we go for the play rough. But we're going to go back to the Ho-Oh v Ho-Oh. And, oh no, this bad. This is bad, so, yeah, I mean, I probably am less excited about seeing the Ho-Oh safe swap. Good to know about this Anambas team, though, now. I mean, I've seen a lot of, Anambas and Ho-Oh, definitely actually a pretty good pairing. Having the Ho-Oh for the steel coverage. Well, to counter the steel weakness. Unfortunately, I need Shadow Ho-Oh, and even then I think I would have taken too much damage before I would have been able to get to 2 Brave Birds. So I'm just going to leave just a bit shy, a few seconds before the game is over. My opponent switches instantly into Viperia, with Primina into Ho-Oh, which I assume it's a Charm Primina. Viperia does Breaking Strike me. Before they have the Rock Wrecker thrown, I kaboom! The Viperia. I expect them to shield. If they don't shield, I'm still in a really good spot. Although 2 KOs would have been so much better. I actually do bring in the Ho-Oh because I can survive a Hydro Cannon. And Braybird will be nice. And we find a complete Zygarde in the back. And this time, a very healthy Zacian. And we also get to 2 Braybirds. Let's go. We take a shield. We bring in Zacian. I mean, even if they have Earthquake, it's going to do so little damage. So much less than they need. Damage than they need. They throw the next move. What is it going to be? It is actually going to be an Earthquake. Actually, give a free Dragon Tail, I think. Or maybe I threw it after 2 tackles. But we do take the KO. We have a move banked on top of Wooloo. So we can just throw this. And then, well, we just take the KO. Beautiful. Next opponent, beautiful lead into a Shondo Xerneas. They bring in a Shiny 98 Ho-Oh. Does have 15 attack, but we will take the opportunity to Braybird and dip. And we do once again have the Zacian into Ho-Oh lead. Well, matchup. We know shield, the Sacred Fire. We let them launch the next move. And I do kind of make a mistake. I waste a bit of energy. Actually, they let me take them out. They let me have alignment. And I was able to get to that second Charge Act in time, and we have Tapu Bulu for the mighty Kyogre. We do go for the Grass Knot. Should have expected them to shield. And I'm going to no shield. And it's Origin Pulse. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But we do hang on. We take the last shield. We were only 1 Incinerate off the Braybird, and they are in range. Goodbye, Kyogre. But we have a shielded Ho-Oh for their Shondo Xerneas. And Xerneas does not have 2 moves loaded, and goodbye for the win. Another big win, and that was from 28-31 to get a 4-1. To go to 28-79, highest ELO of the season at the point. But we do gain some more ELO with another positive set. We got the Shadow Viperia, Best Buddy boosted. Not a hundo Shadow. But it is a very good Shadow. we unfortunately do shield the Breaking Swipe. We're going to go for Sacred Fire. Sacred Fire is going to take a shield. Very nice. Do I want to shield? I do not shield the Breaking Swipe. Let's go. We take another Incinerate. We go for the Brave Bird this time. We take the last shield. Oh my gosh, what is my opponent doing? They are also going to double down on the Breaking Swipe. They actually do take the KO, but it being another attack dropped. They actually make a catch of Nature's Madness into Florges. And I'm not going to be able to overfarm too much energy without committing my shield. But I do have some residual energy, and being a Shadow Hyperior, Play Rough should be able to take them out from their health range. Do I shield? I do not. I trust Zacian. Oh, actually no. Even better, Origin Palkia comes in after not taking us out in time. And we are set to win this battle. Palkia is not going to be able to take us out, even in the zero shield scenario. And we just have a Play Rough to say goodbye to Hyperia. Amazing battles for us. Okay, we got an Aqua lead into a Shiny Giratina. Giratina does have a pretty nice matchup into Ho-Oh. They're going to just be able to get to the two moves first. Brave Bird is shielded. Definitely where I want Snarl, Zacian. I'm going to go and throw the Play Rough. It is going to hit like a truck and kaboom, but I'm not going to be able to farm down. So they're going to take some more energy out of me. Going to throw a Wild Charge. Resisted, but enough for the KO. And I'm hoping for two fairies in the back. Oh, it's a Viperia. That's a bad thing. I wouldn't charge deck priority though, but did they catch? Do they respect the Grass Knot? They do respect the Grass Knot. Is that the Rock Wrecker? It is. Okay, good. And I think, yeah, I think I did wait the turn properly. Maybe I didn't. But we're going to KO, well, get a nice KO on the Viperia and 96 Shiny Origin Dialga. We're not going to get to the Brave Bird in time for the KO. And unfortunately, just not going to be able to get to another move in time. I doubt they would have let me launch that next. Actually, maybe I would have been able to get to the Ho-Oh's Brave Bird had I forced the Iron Head energy from the Dialga. Oh my gosh, I probably would. I was just 2 Incinerates away. I definitely should have stayed in. I probably would have actually won. But next opponent, we were able to get to the Sacred Fire before the Dialga takes us out. But actually, we swap into Zacian. Because, with this team, it can be very handy to have, like, Pokemon around to just get rid of the debuffs to easy swap potential catches. If executed properly, we do take the last shield. And I'm going to get to the next Play Rough, but not in time. They do throw a Iron Head. And they actually bring in Ho-Oh, which is amazing. I need to take them out. And I'm able to still reach a Play Rough in time to say goodbye to the Dialga. And I trust in Tapu Bulu, and a shielded Tapu Bulu beats Xerneas 10 out of 10 times. Actually, maybe 99 out of 100 times. The game could definitely crash. Shunda Landorus, we're going to expect and respect the Stone Edge, and it is a Stone Edge. We're going to go for Sacred Fire, and Sacred Fire is going to land very nicely into the shield, get the attack drop, and you're about to see silly goose mistake. I thought I could maybe survive a Stone Edge, but they do full send. I did get the attack drop. I did get the attack drop. Tapu Bulu into Zacian. They do play rough. I have back-to-back moves. Do I throw back-to-back? Maybe. Maybe not. I should throw one more Bold Seed for proper timing. And we take the KO. Beautiful. We're going to swap into Zacian, and they're going to bring in Landorus. We overfarmed some good energy. We're going to take the Landorus' shield. Beautiful. We do want to preserve the Zacian. It's not an easy scenario here. Are they going to full send? They say, oh, they go for Sandsear Storm. Going to bring in the Tapu Bulu. And they are going to swap into Yveltal. But unfortunately, we're going to just be a tad shy in the damage. And they did throw the move ASAP. So we cannot throw back-to-back wild charges. Well played to my opponent, doing what they needed to do for the win. Gotta play your best to win at the CeeLo. I mean, yeah, definitely at the CeeLo, you gotta play your best. I mean, even pretty high elo, you gotta play really good. Definitely your best. Sometimes maybe it's not enough. Sometimes you need to learn to improve your best. But Origin Dialga comes in. It does not Dragon Breath me down in time, which is beautiful. I do swap into Zacian. I mean, like a 1 HP in a Dream Pokemon can actually be very handy. Could be very nice for a catch. I'm just being able to give very little energy and getting rid of the debuffs you're on. Not going to commit my... Actually, no, I do commit my last shield. I bring in Primera with an amazing catch. Does that give them a win? There's hope for me, maybe. Definitely needed to not have that move caught. But they bring in Rhyperior, and I have the Grass Knot. And I am gonna... Kaboom! Goodbye, Rhyperior. There's hope for me. But wait, okay, no, I do get to the move. But how I'm going to clean up the Dialga? They're actually going to just concede. I guess we were like, Zacian is going to be too much to deal with. Beautiful 3-2 to get a bit more elo. 101 elo away from Legend. Thanks for watching the videos. Stay tuned for the Legend push. I mean, last season I was 19 elo away from Legend and did collapse. But there's a bit more time at this point. I mean, I could definitely cross the finish line this season, but we will see. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. The support on the channel has been amazing. And goodbye.